Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
A complete different movie this time.
Very, very, very different.
But I have to tell you, happy birthday coming up in May.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were May 9th.
Yes.
I'm May 5th.
Oh, nice.
And my producer is over there. He's May 11th.
Torian's in the house.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo! We do it the best. We do.
How emotional was this role to play for you?
You know, it was really intense. It was interesting. I turned it down at first because I was like, I don't know that I want to go there. It was so dark and you know, at moments and raw, and I just was, you know, I don't know. I was a little worried. I feel like all the Marvel shows and some of the other characters I've played, I get into these really heavy places sometimes, and it's like it's really hard to get out of it. And then they were like, it's only shooting for a month. No, I just really loved Denise, and she really convinced me to come on board with her, and I got so excited about the idea of her directing this. I've loved so many of the movies she's produced, and she just really got me. I remember this phone call she called me. I was in Italy, in Taormina, on an island in the middle of nowhere, and I remember hearing her voice, and I had no idea what she looked like, but I was just putting it together. I was like, I just feel like this wise woman is gonna make a difference in my life, and very much she did.
Wow, didn't she ever?
Yeah.
So, but what was it like to put? What mindset do you go to, you know, for Julie? Because Julie's battling so many fronts in this film.
Yeah, you know, it was actually really beautiful to kind of see, you know, she's got this really dark past, and you know, she had an alcoholic father and an abusive ex-boyfriend, and you know, she sought psychological help that she volunteered to get, and went through to get the tools that she needed to really just transform her life, and she did that. And she fell in love, and she got this, you know, her dreams come true, the fantasy kind of came true, and she just was so afraid that it could be so fragile that she didn't want to share with him or talk to him. And I thought that part was so critical to me of what so many people go through when they make those changes in their life, and you kind of feel like you could almost be a fraud, you know? Like, if I tell you what most of my life was actually look like, you'll think that's who I am, and I'm not that anymore, and I don't want to be that anymore. And I think that's something that everyone can relate to, and I loved that opportunity to kind of show that kind of strength, not playing a victim, but someone who was before, who's making that transition from survivor into someone who thrives.
Can we talk about the fight scene? Wow, you two! I'm ready for the ref to come out and somebody's.
It was very WrestleMania, as a matter of fact, because we kind of kept being like tag team back again. Like, I'd jump in, and then Katherine would jump in, and then Cheyenne would jump in, and then Asia would jump in, and they'd fight each other, and then we'd fight each other, and then we'd switch up partners, and it was just like hours of fighting each other. It was pretty great.
2 words,
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I know! I'm gonna start practicing. I actually already talked to all the guys and gals who are working, doing all the stunt stuff on Marvel, and I was like, you just gotta help me out with some sword play, and let's make a video or something, and just convince them that it's gotta be. The internet is the only way that this is probably gonna happen, so we've gotta fight to make it happen.
I love you. You're so awesome.